for professional help that was for an evaluation of me, not counseling of any kind.
You say you waited 2 years to tell the truth because you were ashamed. Does that mean you are no longer ashamed?
No, that doesn't. I'm still very deeply ashamed. It simply means that it became more difficult to deal with holding it in. Because like I said, the feeling of being fraudulent was so great, I couldn't hold it in any longer.
I love y'all.
Did you look into the possibility of renting a GPS system along with a rental car?
I believe it was offered. They're typically offered when I rented cars in the past. But it cost more, and I was trying to save money. So no, I didn't.
In the story of a man and woman attacking Travis, you mentioned talking to him.
She needed to
Also mentioned was Travis being on all fours. Do you in fact recall him doing any of those things?
I do recall him screaming and yelling at me. So
screaming and yelling.
Constitutes as talking, but
Travis didn't even scream and yell at people.
Words. The other things, I don't
that
recall.
bitch knows she wrong.
Of course, I don't.
You claim that...
Alright, we're going to hit the pause button. Again, you're not going to miss a moment as Jodi Arias continues to field questions from this jury. Tough questions. Why the memory lapses, why the lies, much more coming up. You're watching HLN, the only place to get every moment of her testimony.
Sorry. For me. Blast the Coalfield, mate.
Why don't you use Bengay surgery? It's the one you store in the freezer.
Same medicated pain relievers used by physical therapists. It's chilly.
Bengay 0 degrees. Freeze and move on. From underwater to under control. Call 1-800-SEAWER for water damage and more.
President Obama called sequestration a meat cleaver that will eviscerate government services. What is sequestration? A 3% cut in federal spending. 3 cents out of every dollar the government spends. We're more than $16 trillion in debt, and the government wastes billions each year on duplicate programs. Americans have made tough choices and cut back. Washington refuses. Call Washington. Ask them why it's so hard to cut spending.
You think all auto glass companies can be there wherever you need them? No, but Safelite can. Whenever auto glass damage happens, it makes a difference who you choose. Only America's largest gives you the reliability of the Safelite Advantage, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and our national guarantee covers you at home and on the road.
So many reasons to make the safe choice. That's the Safelite Advantage.
Safe like we care, safe like we play.
Raising America isn't a cell phone show. It's about the news stories that are happening right now.
Raising America with Kara Phillips. Tomorrow at noon on HLN.
Stop struggling with heavy hoses that are...
We had 2 tiny reasons.
I need to get my fitness on.
And one really big reason. Val's next door.
Dang.
Her house was broken into. Luckily, her family wasn't there, but what if this happened here? What if our girls were home?
Since we can't monitor everything 24/7, we got someone who could.
ADT. While some companies are new to home security, ADT has been helping to save lives for over 135 years. We have more monitoring centers, more of tomorrow's technology, right here today.
Dedicated.
More value, 24/7 monitoring against burglary, fire, and high levels of carbon monoxide, starting at just over $1 a day. And now get ADT installed for just $99. Isn't your family worth America's #1 security company, ADT?
Our girls got us thinking, but the break-in gun is calling.
And after buying 2 of everything, it was nice to only need 1 security system. ADT. Get ADT installed for just $99. And ask about ADT Pulse Advanced Home Management here today. ADT, always there.
HLN, tomorrow night starting at 9, after Nancy Grace Mysteries.
Alright, again, you're not going to miss a moment of Jodi Arias' testimony. We hit pause. I want to remind you this, though. Tonight I'm Dr. Drew on call. More questions from the jury. We know that. We're watching them. He'll diagram them out for us. Plus, Travis Alexander's former roommate. Travis confided in this guy about Jodi, his frustrations with her.
He will join Dr. Drew tonight. It's his first interview. Again, about his close friend. He's going to tell how Jody was clingy and driving Travis crazy. We'll hear what he thinks of Jody on the witness stand as well. Do not miss
Girls
Dr. Drew
do
on
that.
tonight, 9 Eastern, only here on HLS.
We are
So
nurturers.
let's get you back into court.
No,
We can play more of Jody Arias and those jury questions. Here we go.
He was saying words. The other things, I don't recall. As far as being on all floors, I don't.
You claim that everything happened so fast and you didn't have time to think. So how could you think of grabbing the gun from the closet?
She couldn't.
What I should have said is I didn't really have
She
time
knew
to
what she was
reflect
doing.
on what I should do or what I
She
shouldn't do.
knew what she was
What
doing.
would the consequence be if I did this, X, Y, or Z? So
That's a super ego. You know what you're doing when you're in that
even
stage.
in forethought, I just
It's ego, super ego.
did that very quickly.
Psychological terms, y'all.
How can you say that you don't have memory issues when you can't remember how you stabbed him so many times and slashed his throat?
Well, I think that I have a good memory, and June 4th is an anomaly for me. It's like I said yesterday, it's in a class of its own, and I can't explain what kind of state of mind I was in. It was, the most of the day was an entire blank, and little pieces have come back, but not very many. So I can't explain that day alone, but if you were to put that day over here, all the other days of my life, I don't think I have memory issues that are any different from another average person.
Did Mr. Martinez cause you to
His family is like,
during the
what?
trial?
Yes.
If so, can you please provide an estimate of how many times this happened during the current trial?
During the current trial, it happened on the day of opening statement. I remember that. It happened almost every day. It was most intense on the first day of class.
After all the lies you have told, why should we believe you now?
Lying isn't typically something I just do. I'm not going to say that I've never told a lie in my life before this incident, but the lies that I've told in this case can be tied directly back to either protecting Travis's reputation.
Oh, here we go.
Or my involvement in his death.
Let's blame Travis.
Because I was very ashamed of the death, and also I wanted to edify Travis in a good way. I didn't want to de-edify him or say hateful things about him.
Could she say edify
Especially now
one
that
more
he had
time?
passed away.
Or
And I also didn't want
de-edify?
that to be construed as motive. For example, if he was violent with me.
Underestimating our intelligence, Pete.
What
You know what I
happened?
mean?
That question. After all the
Hello.
why should we believe
We
you
know
now?
what that
The jury
is.
firing those questions at Jody Arias, that is. We'll have more in a moment. Stay with us.
Michael, tell us why you used Priceline Express deals to book this fabulous hotel.
Well, you can see if the hotel is
Alright,
friendly
Pete,
before
so
you
go
book
ahead
it,
and cut
you got a
this.
great deal without bidding.
Put it up for your viewing pleasure. I am bringing you to work with me today, and you will get to see my day and what goes on in the day in the life of Schree. I love y'all. Okay, so be right back after these words.